Have you ever experienced a door slammed in your face? A rejection so biting that it made you wonder how valuable you were? Perhaps it was a job that you didn't receive, a relationship that fell apart, or an opportunity that felt within reach but vanished into thin air. At that moment, it feels like life is telling you, you're not enough. But what if I told you that this no, this rejection, is actually one of the most powerful tools for growth that life can offer? What if I told you that the very thing that feels like a wall in front of you is actually a ladder waiting for you to climb? Today, we're going deep into the Stoic philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king to see how rejection is not the end of your narrative. It is the stepping stone to learning life itself. This is not philosophy. These are tactics that you can implement today to flip every no into a yes for your tomorrow. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to respond to rejection, how to stay calm, how to grow stronger, and how to transform every setback into a launchpad for success. But before I get into it, make sure you click that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. By doing so, you allow us to share these lessons with everyone who can benefit from them and make sure you never miss a life-changing strategy. All right. Now let's start this revolutionary journey. Lesson 1. View rejection as a secret opportunity when somebody says no to you. It is so easy to feel defeated, that pain, that loss. It is understandable. But Marcus Aurelius teaches us to dig deeper, he said. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Translated, that means that every barrier, every rejection holds the seed of its own solution. Tree this, you interviewed for your ideal job, and all you got was a nice rejection note. Your reaction could be frustration, disappointment, even self-doubt. But hold back for a moment. Don't view the rejection as an end, but rather question yourself, what can I possibly learn from this? Perhaps the role wasn't suitable with your current abilities, or perhaps the timing wasn't appropriate. This rejection is not failure. It is feedback, setting you on a different path more aligned with what you are capable of. Actionable step: record the lessons from each rejection you experience. Use rejection as feedback rather than a judgment of your value. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me about my journey, my strategy, or my readiness? This humble attitude reversal turns frustration into curiosity, and curiosity is an incredible growth driver. Lesson 2. Detach emotionally, respond strategically. Rejection is personal, but Marcus Aurelius encourages us to remember that it often isn't. Stoicism reminds us that your worth isn't determined by outside validation. It is determined by your actions, your character, and your attitude. The second you release yourself from the emotional pain of rejection, you are clear-headed. Imaginary scenario. Someone dismisses your suggestion at a meeting. Your knee-jerk response is anger or defensiveness, but not with the Stoic mindset. Rather than taking the bait, you stand back, watch the scene unfold with composure, and ask yourself, what can I control in this situation? Your reaction is the only thing you have control over. By responding tactically instead of emotionally, you retain control, save your reputation, and win more influence than an angry outburst ever would have won you. Actionable step: when you experience rejection next time, take a moment and breathe first before you react. A measured, cool-headed response usually speaks louder than any hot-headed comeback ever will. Train yourself to respond out of self-respect rather than ego. Lesson 3. Use rejection as motivation to improve. Rejection has a special strength. It reveals shortcomings in your knowledge, abilities, or method. Marcus Aurelius taught that difficulties in life are chances for personal improvement. When you are rejected, it is an opportunity to consider what you can do better, what you must learn, and how to become stronger. Imagine this way: every no is a spotlight on the places where you can get better. Rather than avoiding it, move into the light. If you were not promoted, look at it as an opportunity to enhance your skills, broaden your know-how, or build your network. Any rejection can be a masterclass in self-improvement. Actionable step: start a rejection journal. For each failure, take the lesson and the plan for improvement down on paper. This makes painful lessons into tangible action steps towards improvement, making rejection your best friend, your personal coach. Lesson 4. Concentrate on what you can control. Perhaps the most powerful lesson of Marcus Aurelius is to concentrate solely on what you have the power to manage. Rejection tends to lead to anxiety about things beyond your control, other people's thoughts, results, or timing. Stoicism instructs that your energy is not utilized when expended on the unmanageable. Envision this: a business proposal is rejected. You can't dictate the client's choice, their wants, or their situation, but you can dictate your preparation, your presentation, and your follow-up. By shifting your attention to what you can control, you turn frustration into action, anxiety into productivity. Actionable step: create a list of things you can and cannot control after each rejection. Take action on the controllable ones immediately and let go of the rest. This exercise will hone your focus and develop your resilience. Rejection makes you feel tiny, yet Marcus Aurelius says that your interpretation of events controls their effect on you, not the events themselves. Every rejection presents a chance to show yourself that your value is inward. It is not about other people's approval. Imagine this: you had an idea, and it was rejected. Most would fold, question themselves, and allow self-esteem to break. A Stoic takes this as a time to stand taller still, rather than depending on others for approval. Remember your strengths, previous successes, and potential. Rejection is not a judgment. It is a mirror reflecting where you need confidence most. Every time you are rejected, jot down 3 things you did well and 3 things that make you valuable. Do this exercise frequently. In the long run, your self-confidence becomes independent of others' opinion, and rejection no longer has the capability to shake you. Marcus Aurelius believed that true power lies in action, not in complaints or excuses. When someone rejects you, your instinct might be to argue, justify, or plead. But the Stoic way is different. Use rejection as fuel to work harder and smarter. Let your results speak louder than your words. Visualize this: you were denied a promotion at the office. You might badger, blame, or pout. Or you might work quietly on your skills, challenge yourself to new things, and produce results that cannot be dismissed. With time, your persistent behavior generates undeniable evidence of your capability. Find one place where rejection inspired you. Define a goal, create a plan, and persistently act. Don't shout about it. Allow your progress and outcomes to speak for you. Rejection usually carries emotional baggage, resentment, anger, or sorrow. Marcus Aurelius illustrates the need for emotional self-control. Guard your energy by establishing limits. Not everyone merits a reply, and not all circumstances need your emotional involvement. Imagine this: someone regularly belittles or dismisses your ideas. Rather than indulge in unhealthy conflict, disconnect emotionally, direct your energy toward projects, individuals, and opportunities that support you. This is not avoidance. It is prudent prioritization. Your time and headspace are valuable, and rejection is an opportunity to take them back. Every time you feel drained by someone's behavior, ask yourself, is this worth my energy? If not, mentally and emotionally disengage. Concentrate on your development and the aspects over which you have control. Adversity defining purpose is one of the most powerful lessons Marcus Aurelius teaches. Rejection puts you in a position where you need to ask tough questions. What do I really want? Where do I want to direct my energy? What is most important? Think about it. A project you bled your heart over got rejected. Don't wallow. Instead, use it as a time for reflection. Perhaps the rejection is showing that your passion is somewhere else, or maybe it is pointing to areas where your art can improve. Every no is a compass that leads to clarity. After being rejected, take time to think about your value and purpose. Get down what you truly desire most and assess if what you are doing matches that vision. Let rejection serve as a mirror where you can hone your purpose. Each no you get is a school for toughness. Marcus Aurelius understood that the hardships of life temper strength of character. The more rejection you endure, and decide to react with wisdom, the tougher you get. Imagine this: you experience constant failure in your career. Rather than quitting, you see each failure as a lesson in perseverance. You learn to adjust, get better, and handle adversity with poise. With time, rejection is no longer a threat. It is a known tutor who teaches you the way forward. Embrace rejection as a practice ground for mental toughness. Track each setback and your response. Celebrate small wins in handling rejection gracefully over time. You'll notice an unshakable inner strength forming. Rejection is not a fleeting experience of loss. It is a call to turn inward and become stronger. Marcus Aurelius warns that the art is to stay firm, to develop inner strength that is resistant to outside conditions. The world can reject you, chances may fade, but your reaction, your discipline, your attitude is in your power. Imagine this: someone ignores your guidance or your opinion. Rather than being hurt or resentful, remind yourself that their view does not determine your worth. Your worth lies in your integrity, your effort, and your adherence to your values. By remaining calm and focused, you are exercising mastery over your own feelings. Turn each rejection into a stepping stone to hone your discipline. Marcus Aurelius was certain that setbacks show character. Every time you get a no, it is a moment to toughen your patience, resilience, and concentration. All these little instances of controlled reaction accumulate over time to form unbendable confidence and wisdom. Rejection also teaches the skill of detachment. When you are rejected or overlooked, it is natural to hold on to the result or crave approval. Stoicism teaches us that we need to detach ourselves from results and pour our energy where it counts, into intentions and actions within our power. This detachment does not make you cold, it makes you strong, centered, and resilient. Picture yourself doing this. A co-worker overlooks you in a project. Rather than seethe, concentrate on what you can control. Your effort, your preparation, your skill. Act quietly, without clamoring for approval. The outcome will ultimately speak louder than any instantaneous approval could. Each rejection is a lesson in perspective and humility. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to consider obstacles as part of the natural order of existence. Life is unpredictable, and things outside of us are generally out of our control. By embracing rejection as part of the process, not as a failure, we become serene and clear. The second step is turning rejection into motivation. Let each failure drive your determination. If a person doubts your potential or shuts the door on you, use it as a reason to demonstrate to yourself how much you are capable of. This motivation is quiet but strong. It does not require an audience, but requires perseverance. Rejection also offers the opportunity to sharpen your aim. Many times, we're working down a path that is not congruent with who we really are. A shut door and denied invitation is a cue to see if we're going in the right direction. Marcus Aurelius instructs us that barriers are not penalties, they're pointers. Reflecting on what you want and redirecting your journey, rejection can be a compass aimed in a more meaningful direction. Another key lesson is to practice emotional calmness. When rejected, never allow anger, sadness, or frustration to control your actions. Rather, react with composed thought. By mastering your emotional responses, you not only maintain your peace, but also show strength that will be respected and admired by others. Rejection also refines discernment. It makes you learn how to distinguish what is really worth your energy and focus. Not all opportunities are worth pursuing, and not all people are worth your emotional investment. Being able to sift through what matters allows you to spend your focus on things that actually contribute to your well-being and happiness. Marcus Aurelius stressed that adversity is character building. Each no, each failure is an opportunity to strengthen your mind, polish your conduct, and cultivate patience, strength, and wisdom. The more you welcome rejection as an integral and useful part of life, the less influence it has over your feelings and the greater strength it imparts to you within. Rejection is also a lesson in perspective. Marcus Aurelius has told us that what appears to be a defeat at the time might eventually come to be seen as a secret strength. Life tends to steer us down roads that are more suitable to our talents, interests, and calling. Every rejection, every shut door, is a time to revisit and make changes. Think about it. A business proposal you bled over is rejected. Initially, it hurts. But then, looking back, you see that this rejection freed you from a project that did not align with your long-term ambitions. By changing your mindset, you turn rejection into a win, a redirection toward something bigger. The second important lesson is the strength of self-sufficiency. True validation, Marcus Aurelius reminds us, comes from within and not applause from others. In the event of rejection, develop the tendency of looking inwards. Build your abilities, sharpen your discernment, and have faith in your choices. Other people's opinions are fleeting, self-discipline and capability last. Make rejection a laboratory for self-development. Every no provides feedback, sometimes subtle, sometimes raw, about how you can improve. Listen to it, change your method, and keep moving forward with resolve. The Stoic doesn't grumble about the result. The Stoic adapts the process and keeps going. Rejection also teaches patience. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes that progress and success are rarely immediate. Life requires persistence, consistency, and steady effort. When denied, we must remind ourselves that every small step, every repeated attempt, contributes to mastery and eventual triumph. It's not about rushing, it's about enduring with purpose. Accept rejection as a reflection of yourself. Every time you are rejected, you ask yourself, what can I learn? How can I do better? Where can I channel my energy better? By framing rejection as reflection, you turn disappointment into improvement, frustration into wisdom, and loss into possibility. Another Stoic virtue is emotional detachment. Marcus Aurelius instructs that even though rejection stirs emotion, our reactions ought to be guided by reason and virtue. Don't let anger, envy, or sorrow impair your judgment. React judiciously, operate strategically, and maintain your inner balance. Imagine this: you are dismissed, ignored, or devalued. Rather than responding out of impulse, you breathe, you observe, and you respond with purposeful intent. This not only preserves your dignity, but makes you someone who cannot be disturbed by outside elements. Lastly, rejection teaches resiliency and strength. Every time you stand up after being knocked down, you become tougher mentally. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the troubles of life are not barriers to greatness. They are the proving ground for it. By accepting rejection, you develop endurance, self-restraint, and clarity of purpose. So when life says no to you, remember, it is not the end of the road. Rejection is a mentor, a compass, and a catalyst. Let it hone your mind, harden your character, and streamline your path. Have each no push you forward, each shut door redirect you smartly, and each dismissal build an unbreakable foundation within you. As you proceed, practice these Stoic lessons on a daily basis. Think back on your experiences, act deliberately, and develop inner resilience. The world can spit on you, but your mind, your self-discipline, and your character are yours to command. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that victory lies not in the approval of others, but in dominating yourself, transforming rejection into fuel for growth, success, and fulfillment. Don't forget, rejection is not a loss. It is a Stoic opportunity. Every no can be your best teacher and teach you how to live with courage, wisdom, and strength. Get up, keep going, and win at life, despite what the world may be saying.